Is this visible to everyone? Students, is it visible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. My name is Sunil Saugule. Let me have my brief introduction first. I am what I can say, faculty of my Patrick School of Management Studies, but not working full time with MSMS. And I am allotted this digital banking subject, being marketing management faculty for last 9 to 10 years. And altogether, I am having experience of 20 years, 6 years in pharmaceutical sales, 9 years, around 9+ years in management teaching, especially teaching basics of marketing, marketing management, and 4 years of administration. You all students are from which semester? You said you are in, currently you are in which semester? Hello. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
In which semester you are teaching? You are student of which class? Second sem, fourth sem, third sem, which class?
Third sem.
Third semester, no? Okay. Now we will be having one internal subject having all put together 25 lectures scheduled in university syllabus. Although it will not take 25, it will take much less than 25, perhaps 10 to 15 lectures from today onward. And all the syllabus which is included in digital banking is of our day-to-day routine life. Each one of you must be making payment through Paytm, UPI, Google Pay. Then you must be having IRCTC, your own ticket booking account with IRCTC. Many of you must be using mobile wallet or cash card. That way, plastic money like debit card or credit card. All these are our day-to-day routine life things. Mostly those people who are living in urban areas and find little time to go physically to any branch for whatever monetary transactions they are doing. And for them, digital banking is like a boon that is saving their effort and time also, and giving them safety also. All the digital banking details we will try to understand, try to know in our first lecture. What is meant by digital banking? Banking that is done through the digital platform without any paperwork is referred to as digital banking. As part of definition, you can simply write that whatever availability of banking services done online, that is called as digital banking. If you find first sentence difficult to recall from your memory while writing answer in your question paper, you can understand what is meant by digital banking, the availability of banking services online. This particular factor is required to be known, that digital banking means the availability of banking services online. That's all. And when it comes to digital banking, what are the basic requirements one individual need to have? He should have either saving account or current account in any nationalized, private, or cooperative bank which is giving him facility of digital banking. There are differences in digital banking done by HDFC, done by Axis Bank, provided by ICICI Bank, or provided by SBI Bank. Most of them have different concerns while offering digital banking to their customers. Part of services may be available in one bank uh, as a value-added service or additional service. Other banks may have only basic digital banking services. Which all are they? That we will look into one by one. Now you can look at the chart or the picture what is shown here within India. When it comes to India as a customer for digital banking or potential having potential for digital banking, compared to Japan, United States, or United Kingdom, is much larger in geographical size, having higher population, but when it comes to customers having use or potential for digital banking services, only US $74,036 million transactions are happening in India or happen in India till the end of year 2020. Compared with China, we are far behind. When it comes to country like China, it is almost 23,000 or 2 lakh, 23 lakh 9,049 million customers are going through digital banking platform as an individual customer and also a corporate customer. This particular picture or representation of different countries who are having digital banking usage in their individual country depicts that how much potential for digital banking is yet to be tackled or left untouched within India. When it comes to our population compared with United Kingdom, Japan, or South Korea, we are much manifold population, multifold population for digital banking. What is meant by digital banking? Meaning of digital banking, that is automation of traditional banking services which are done through digital way. Digital banking means to digitize all of the banking operations. That may be withdrawal of money, deposit of money, transfer of money, availing other financial services like insurance or systematic investment planning, like having purchase of mutual funds or some other type of fixed deposits. Those all things are done by digital banking. Even if you are purchasing something through shopping mall, by sitting at your home, instead of paying that person cash on delivery, you can make payment through internet. That also is included in digital banking. It substitutes the bank's physical presence with an everlasting online presence, eliminating a consumer's need to visit a branch. Now, when we are visiting branch, most of the time you must have seen that the shortest time period given is for cash deposit. Most of the banks are allowed to have cash deposit or cash withdrawal by writing withdrawal slip and having token in hand by standing in queue up to 3:30. Later on, you can have other return transactions, but banking hours are max to max 7 for any customer who's physically visiting that particular bank. And these all branches are keeping spare time for their own work also, wherein they have to calculate commercial customers, clients have done, and then they have to make tally of entire day. How much money came into account for that particular working day, how much money went out, what was their previous day, previous working days total balance, what is the today's balance, and then they are leaving the bank. In fact, as a banking employee, many of the employees are working for 9+ hours, 8 hours minimum. Every other bank employee is working. But when it comes to our own hours to visit a branch, they are not exact 8 hours. We are limited access of 6 hours only. When it comes to digital banking, any time of the day, 24/7, we can operate digital banking and our transaction is getting recorded. That's too in a safer manner. Now, this is what as a convenience is given in digital banking. At 12 in the night also, you can have transaction. Whatever money transaction you are doing, late night, early morning, afternoon, any time of the day or night, you can to it. This is what the meaning of digital banking. Advantages of digital banking. What all are the advantages of digital banking? Enables consumers to perform banking functions from the comfort of their homes. While sitting at home, you can perform digital banking transactions functions. You don't have to physically be there in the branch. When you are doing at your comfort, that may be your home, that may be your workplace also. Many a times in India also, or in other countries, during lunch break, tea break, or during spare time, many office salaried persons, businessmen are doing their banking functions online, and this is happening because of internet access provided to them at their workplace, at their business premises. And on account of availability 24/7 of internet access given to them, they are comfortably doing or performing banking functions. The second advantage of digital banking, what is said here, that is 24/7 availability of access to banking function, whether it is second, fourth, Saturday, Sunday, late evening, or any national holiday. Your transactions done are getting recorded. You don't have to wait for next working day to come. It's quite possible that coming Saturday, what it is, 26th of Feb, okay, 26th of Feb, on account of fourth Saturday, banking transactions will remain closed. Next working day will be Monday. Let us assume Monday is having some national holiday. Again, banking transaction physically which are required to be done, that can't be done on account of national holiday. And in such situation, on account of 26th, 27th and 28th bank holiday, your check may not get cleared, or cash amount what you want to withdraw, that may not come to your hand, or any other transaction what you want to do, that will be done after 3 calendar days. That means a person have to wait for 72 hours. This is not applicable when it comes to access to banking function digitally. 24/7, 365 days a year, you can have access to banking functions. Banking has become paperless with the development of digital banking. Now, let's see how many of you are available here. When we are going into a bank and have to withdraw 5,000 rupees, what all are the steps, one to last, first to last, we are following? Anyone can answer me? I am asking you one simple question. If I have to withdraw 5,000 rupees from HDFC Bank through my savings account, and I am visiting personally the branch nearby my house, residence, what I am supposed to do? Please answer. Are you all available? You got my question?
Yes, sir.
Please let me know what all are the steps followed. When we have to withdraw cash from a bank branch, what all are the things we are doing? Don't you have any saving account? What happened? Are you there? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Then speak little louder. I can't hear anybody. We go at first place to counter. Then we collect withdrawal slip. Then we mention our name, date, our bank account is with which branch, we are withdrawing from which branch, and the amount of cash what we want, that we write in words, that we write in digits also. Then we sign, signature of the withdrawee. One small slip, rectangle slip, is given to us by stamping it. Then we have to collect token. We have to stand in queue. There may be few more people ahead to us. And once our number comes, we have to give them that token, metal token. Then we have to give them withdrawal slip, and they will check with our passbook that much account balance is available with us or not, and whatever minimum balance required to be kept, if we are maintaining it or not. Then they will give us that much amount what we want to withdraw. These all steps required and followed takes efforts for you to go from your residence to bank branch, then fill up the withdrawal slip, stand in queue by taking or collecting token, and then updating your passbook. All the things are happening manually, and lots of paperwork you are doing for sake of withdrawal of 1,000, 2,000 or any amount of money. In this situation, when it comes to digital banking, all the digital banking is paperless. Only thing required, you should have a specific banking app or internet access with your user ID, password, and details required to be filled up as and when required for performing transactions of digital banking. Few next advantages of digital banking I am explaining you. Allows a user to set up automatic payments for regular utility bills such as electricity bill, gas bill, phone bill, and credit cards. You must have seen one advertisement during T20 matches also. That boy, that young man and his wife are sitting together and they are talking on phone with their mother, that boy's mother. She's asking or bombarding questions. You paid the electricity bill, you paid the gas bill, you paid that amount, you paid this amount, and the boy is laughing without making knowing to her mother that yes mother I did this, yes mother I did this, and in while talking to her, what he is doing, he is paying all those bills by sitting at his home. These all things are advantages of digital banking. Significantly contributed to online payments. Most of the payments what we are making online are we doing through digital banking. With smartphones at affordable prices and internet access in remote areas, a rural population can make the most out of digital banking services. Now, when it comes to rural population, what type of transactions they are doing most commonly? They are paying electricity bill, they are paying their agricultural loan, they must be paying school fees or college fees of their sons and daughters, they must be having some deposits in their bank account. All these banking transactions, when it required to do physically, they are doing it all the way coming from their remote access village areas to the nearest city, wherein they are having their banking branch. And all it takes half day, sometimes full day also, to do all these things. Most of the rural population is not that educated, but because digital banking is user friendly, our part of population from rural area is well educated, which is assisting them. It's quite possible that one or two people who are assisting them in digital banking services, they are taking charges from them, but they are ready to pay those charges instead of paying transportation charges and wasting money, wasting time also. So these all things are advantages of digital banking. Reduce the risk of counterfeit currency. Another question I would like to ask you: counterfeit currency means what? You are not interested in answering any question, please let me know. I will go step by step. Within 1 hour, I will finish up with introduction of digital banking. I am asking you some simple, interesting questions. None of you students are interested in answering. Am I audible to you or not?
Yes, sir.
And where on the earth you are? Why your voice is not audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Now please answer me. What is meant by counterfeit currency? Fake currency, duplicate currency. Whenever you are paying amount of 500 plus and you are giving two currency notes of 500 or 1000, what that person is doing most of the time in India, they are holding it in the air, looking it, front side, rear side, left and right, up and down, everything. For what reason? They try to know if the currency note given is fake or not. When we are doing digital banking transaction, neither we can get fooled nor we have to fool someone else. Digital banking restricts the circulation of black money. This is what happens. Most of the Indian population before digital banking was not much familiar and prone to banking transactions. For sake of saving tax, income tax, property tax, many other types of taxes, they were showing their income much lower than their actual earning. Whether it is property or income, both way they always hiding some of the part of their income. Now in digital banking, whatever transactions you are doing, even if it is of 100 rupees or 10 lakh rupees, it gets recorded. It remains in writing, although in soft copy. And that way, black money is getting restricted. So this is what advantage of digital banking. Now we will look into one by one products of digital banking. First one, obtain bank statement. When we wanted to have bank statement for 1 month, 3 months or 6 months, we used to pay 107 rupees. I have paid personally in HDFC banks almost 6 to 8 years ago. And nowadays, with digital banking, by having our password and user ID, by completing all necessary formalities of entering our Aadhaar card, PAN card details, current address, permanent address, or employee employment ID, passport, we can have our user ID, and we can view and download bank statement for any specified period post Jan to 21st Feb 2021. We can get it. Although there are certain charges annually, but they are not that higher what they used to be once upon a time when we wanted to have physical statement by visiting a branch. The second important thing is transfer of funds. Transfer of funds with alternatives such as NEFT, non-electronic fund transfer, RTGS, real-time cross settlement, and IMPS, instant money payment services. The need to issue checks and DDs has been eradicated. Now, with check, the chances of bouncing or fooling others were also there. When it comes to NEFT, RTGS, IMPS, any type of fund transfer you are doing or someone is doing for you to get credited in your account. When you have money, you can do it, or else it will show on screen message you are not having sufficient balance to do this transaction. This is the product of digital banking. Mobile banking. Mobile banking is digital banking through an application optimized for smartphones and tablets. All basic handsets don't have this facility of mobile banking. At the most, you can get SMS, how much money you withdraw, what amount of deposit or credit happened to your account, whether your salary got credited or not. But with smartphones and tablets, you can do many transactions, what you can do through personal computer or internet or laptop. Cash withdrawals. ATM facilitate cash withdrawals at any point in time. Moreover, ATMs are widely present in every locality. HSBC, Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation, came up with their first ATM in 1988, almost 34 years ago. Earlier days, our transactions through ATM were limited up to first 5, first 3. Likewise, later on, they became unlimited. If you have HDFC Bank ATM, you can withdraw money through ICICI Bank ATM also. So these type of transactions we can do through ATMs, and ATM as a service is considered under digital banking. Bill payments. Auto debit feature for bill payments lets a user set up monthly debts in favor of regular utility payments. These auto debit or bill payments, we can make use of credit card, or in that case, we can schedule our payment for electricity bill, gas bill, water bill, or that may be our Wi-Fi or any other type of service on monthly basis we are using. Apart from all these regular transactions, whatever systematic investment planning of our earning and saving we are making, we can invest, we can ask for loan, we can have fixed deposits, and all these things through digital banking. Demat accounts, which are used in most of the time, share trading, can be linked to your bank account to provide a seamless flow of funds so you can invest promptly. Whatever earnings you are having through your share trading, that can get transferred to your saving account from Demat account with the help of digital banking. Manage checks. Intervene in the check clearance process using digital banking to stop the check if the need arises. In certain situations, if you feel that the party to whom you have paid a check of certain amount, you don't want that party to encash it because there are certain things which you are finding it doubtful, or you have changed your plan of paying him and buying something. In that situation, through digital banking, by sitting at your home, you can have command of cancelling that check. Monitor transaction records. Bank send transaction alerts to the linked mobile number or email address. The very next minute, when you are withdrawing money, you get message into your mobile that you have withdrawn this much amount, remaining balance is this much. So this is what related to our records that we carry on within our pocket. Transactions are updated almost as soon as executed. Digital banking also lets you monitor account balances or outstanding at the click of a button. So these all are products of digital banking. Now, there are certain functions of digital bank. Are you all listening to me? Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, what all are the functionaries or functions of a digital bank? Banking cards. Cards are not only used to withdraw cash, but also enable other forms of digital payment. When you are booking your train ticket, in stepwise transaction, when you are making payment, they ask for internet banking, Paytm, UPI, Bheem, Google Pay, Phone Pay, or debit card / credit card. When we are entering our 16-digit debit card numbers, the name it is typed on debit card and its expiry date and month and year, we can make payment through our banking cards also. So cards can be used for online transactions and on point of sale machines. When you are in shopping mall, when you are purchasing something from market, instead of making cash payments, you can give your debit card for swap machine. They do have swap machines also. Card can be swapped and you just have to enter your 4-digit ATM PIN. That way you can make payment also. Unstructured supplementary service data, USSD. This is how we do by dialing the number *99#. Mobile transactions can be carried out without an application and internet connection. The number holds nationwide applicability and promotes greater financial inclusion on the ground level. The service lets the caller serve through an interactive voice, and chooses the desired option on the mobile screen. The only catch is the mobile number of the caller should be the one linked to the particular bank account. There are certain conditions where we can have USSD transactions also. Now we are commonly having discussion heard about our Aadhaar linkage with our debit card, with our savings account. If it is linked, we can go through Aadhaar enabled payment system also. Now AEPS gives the client initiate banking instruction following the successful verification of the Aadhaar number. Your Aadhaar number of 16 digits, or what I mean to say 12 digits, is your very much sure identity. Based on that identity, banks are doing digital transactions by having one legitimate ID document of one individual. Internet and mobile banking, commonly known as e-banking. Internet banking refers to obtaining certain banking services over the internet, such as fund transfer and opening and closing account. These all factors are related to functionaries of a digital bank. There are few more we will look into, and you all are doing these transactions most of the time for paying your fees, making payment of hotel bills, making payment of your monthly bus pass or train ticket booking whenever you are traveling from your native place to place like Pune or any place wherein you are taking education. UPI. What is meant by UPI? Unified Payment Services. UPI is the most trending form of digital banking presently. What happens in UPI? UPI makes use of a virtual payment address. So the user can transfer funds without entering bank account details or IFSC code. Now, another striking feature of UPI is that the applications let you consolidate all your bank accounts in one place. Funds can be transferred and received around the clock with no time restriction. Now, UPI-based apps in India are Bhim, Bharat Interface, Phone Pay, and Google Pay. These all are apps through we can upload through Play Store and we can use anytime, provided we are filling up certain details. Mobile wallets. I have earlier talked to you. Do you know mobile wallets, where it is used? Any one of you is using mobile wallet? How many of you are having IRCTC user ID and password? Or you are standing in queue by writing one paper of name of the passenger, age, gender, preferred berth, train number, departure time. When it comes to IRCTC, anyone above age 18 can have his account free of cost. And by sitting at home with internet access, you can book your tickets without any physical stress. And mobile wallet is an option in IRCTC. Through your debit card, you have to, or internet banking, you have to keep certain amount of deposit in mobile wallet. And wherever you want to go for traveling and you are booking confirmed ticket, you can make use of that mobile wallet money instead of using your debit or credit card. So mobile wallets have eliminated the need to remember 4-digit card pins or enter CVV details or carry loose cash. Mobile wallet store bank account and card credentials to easily add funds to the wallet and make payments to other merchants with similar applications. Popular mobile wallets are Paytm, Freecharge, MobiKwik, etc. Now, point of sale terminals. Point of sale terminals are located at shopping malls, supermarket, cooperative consumer stores. Even if it is pawn shop nearby your house, they have this POS. Typically, POS machines are portable devices that read a card to authorize and complete the payment. Supermarkets and gas stations opt for this method of payment. Now, what all are the precautions or what all are the information a customer individual should have with him, and remember always without fail to avoid any kind of fraud or loss of his money or getting blocked his card, debit card, credit card, or whatever type of money transaction he is doing, it shouldn't get blocked on account of his wrongdoing. Entering the wrong password for more than 3 times, 5 times, or entering wrong details again and again. In such situation, digital banking is not permitting you to do repeatedly more than 3 or 5 mistakes. In such situation, what one should do for any individual to digital banking in India, you need to first open a checking or savings account with the bank. Current or savings account with the bank. Once you have an account ready with a bank, most banks will provide you with your digital banking credentials. Once we open our account, that form like OMR sheet is having options. What else you want? Mobile banking, credit card, digital banking, internet banking, nominee, and SMS banking. All these things are there, and you just have to click that option and write your priorities. What type of banking services you want to will provide you digital banking credentials which can be used to do seamless transactions 24/7. To create a digital bank account in India, the individual must be above 18 years of age, have both PAN and Aadhaar card, complete Know Your Customer, that is paper-based verifications of details within 12 months of opening the digital bank account. Failure to comply with the norm will take away the individual right to open a digital bank account with the same Aadhaar and PAN in the future. You have to complete your KYC procedure. As an improvisation to physical verification for KYC, the market regulator may allow video-based verification in the future to improve the process from a digital point of view. Now, there are certain banks who don't just collect passport size or identity size photograph of yours. They do have their camera and they do take instant photo, which is saved as one valid document in KYC related transactions. So that way, your ID is generated quickly, and in that situation, you don't have to worry about the transactions what you are doing. Now, when it comes to digital banking, few precautions what customers are required to take so that they can do hassle-free, completely secure digital banking transaction. Change your passwords regularly and keep your passwords confidential. You shouldn't share your passwords with anybody, and you should not keep one individual password for too long time. That if you are keeping him changing frequently, regularly, it remains unknown. Avoid using public networks and devices to access digital banking. If you must use a public device, remember to clear cache and browsing data. You are going into any internet cafe, before someone logged in, you are logging into that PC after that person's usage. Someone else will come, and in such situation, it's quite possible that someone is getting linked to your data. And in such situation, you have to clear cache and browsing data. Banks never ask for confidential information. We must have read many types of news and heard on television channels that persons are getting fooled on account of sharing their user ID, password, mobile number, PIN, and such things which are personalized and very much confidential. Certain bad elements of this society, just for sake of updating your account, they will create a show that they are representing this particular bank, and they want your account details to update your bank details. And in such situation, while you are believing them just because they are calling from someone and you are giving them details of your bank, they are quickly doing withdrawal of your money and vanishing. Antivirus protected systems offer another layer of security to your system. The URL address must begin with HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or a padlock must appear next to the website address. The padlock is a security certificate. Lastly, disconnect from the internet when the system is left idle. You have to disconnect your system when you are coming to end with your digital banking transaction. What is the role of digital banking in India? Now, e-banking in India came in 1991 with the entry of foreign banks. Most of the banking privatization, what it happened, and from the decade 1991, the then Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh opened up for businesses, and he removed almost all red tape bureaucracy, license Raj. All the private bankers took maximum advantage of technology to prove that they are much better than so-called national banks, and they came up with e-banking, digital banking compared to traditional banking of rest all nationalized banks, cooperative banks, credit societies. They bought new technology along with them. Banks like ICICI, HDFC are the pioneers of digital banking in India when it comes to private sector. Banking products became more and more competitive, and need for differentiation of products and services were felt. We used to withdraw money, we used to deposit money, we used to be part of that crowd, we used to strain our physically and mentally. But certain technical advances, what came to banking sector, and mostly which were applied by private sector banks, left banking transactions in tough competition to all other banks, and that way they become very much popular among customers. ICICI was the first bank who kicked off that online banking in 1996, almost 25 years back. By 1998, two other private sector banks joined ICICI. Government of India made IT Act 2000, which was supposed to be followed for the online banking. Now slowly, internet banking was approved by the bank's board as it fits into the bank's overall information technology and information security policy, and ensures the confidentiality of records and security system. In the initial stage, people were not believing private bankers. Forget about believing private bankers digital banking. It was a tough task for them all. But with the help of all these technical devices or digitalization of records, people, those who were not much able to spend their time, and they don't want physical stress by visiting every other day their local branch, they opted this digital banking process. And in due course of time, with the word of mouth publicity, with the popularization of private banks among customers, most of the time in metro cities at very first place, then class A, tier 2, tier 3 cities, and then in suburban area or semi-urban area, banks privatization spread across India. And along with spread of private banks across India, digital banking also started spreading like anything. Number of customers attended by private bankers on account of digital banking were much higher than those of government banks, who used to have lots and lots of paperwork. Plus their rude, arrogant behavior towards their customers resulted into loss of several customers for them. So these all factors are very much important when it comes to digital banking. The policy lays down the procedure to be followed in respect of know your customer requirement, and it is also compulsory to link Aadhaar with the bank account. Now previously it was just used to deposit cash. Then come mini statement and balance inquiry. What happened? What started happening when digital banking started in private banks and even government banks? Only for cash deposit, digital banking was used. Then mini statement, balance inquiry started coming. But people were still afraid using e-banking because of the security reason. By the dawn of 21st century, uses of e-banking increased. These all things I have already told you. By the end of 2006, e-banking was used for filling various types of forms. account transfers, bill payment, and mobile recharge. And from 2007 onwards, we became dependent of e-banking as it saved our time. So these all factors are very much important when it comes to digital banking. Now, okay, tomorrow out of syllabus, we will go to next topic. What will be the tomorrow's topic? Let me. Digital banking product, ATMs. Are you all were able to listen to me? Please come online. All students, please be visible. I want to see how many of them are attending. Don't just write one message. Be visible. The way I am visible to all of you, please be visible. You heard me or not? At first place, I want you all to see visible and physically present while attending online lecture. I am doubtful that you are keeping your mobile on for your lecture and you are sitting somewhere. You just want your presence to be recorded. Your presence should be recorded. Please don't play such games with me. I have to report this matter to Ajotikar madam. Otherwise, okay, we can leave the meeting now. Thank you.